With the stroke of a pen, the USMCA is in effect. The new plan replaces the North American Free Trade Agreement. While it was a big bipartisan win, no Democrats were invited to the signing. President Trump used it as a chance to keep ownership of the deal.
The USMCA is estimated to add another 1.2% to our GDP and create countless new American jobs. It will make our blue-collar boom, which is beyond anybody's expectation, even bigger, stronger, and more extraordinary, delivering massive gains for the loyal citizens of our nation.
The new agreement includes provisions for digital commerce, more strict rules on where auto parts come from, and new minimum wage requirements for certain auto workers. Good evening, I'm George Smith.
And I'm Danny Maxwell. Amber is on assignment. After a tough year for some farmers, some good news on the way. Part of the newly signed USMCA will expand dairy markets for farmers. Capitol
Bureau Chief Emily Fannin spoke with one local farm family who says the president's new trade deals are a little too late.
It's no surprise Wisconsin's dairy industry is struggling. Last year, Wisconsin led the nation in farm bankruptcies and lost over 800 dairy farms.
Their stress level is maxing out, especially with not having enough money to be able to pay the bills and just worrying about what's going to happen through this next year.
For the Hinckley family, they've had some setbacks, like tariffs placed on cheese, low milk prices, and dealing with a drop in demand. Still, they've been able to stay afloat in a market that's forced so many others to stop.
We're doing okay. There's several other farmers that we know that have somehow strategically figured out a way to ride the storm just a little bit better than the other ones.
Now, new possibilities are on the way. The USMCA will open up dairy markets with Canada and Mexico, allowing more access to sell milk, butter, and cheese to those countries. The Hinckleys said the president signing the deal is encouraging, but argue the trade deal is a little too late.
2017, we had our best year ever for exports with the commodities, and now it's 3 years later. We're going the other way on the graph.
This month, Governor Evers proposed boosting U.S. dairy exports to 20% of the nation's milk supply, a move the Hinckley said is achievable and hopes it passes sooner rather than later.
They are definitely focused on helping the dairy industry move this milk. I think that is a reachable goal.
The new trade deal faces one final hurdle before it can go into effect. It still needs to be approved in Canada, which we're told should be soon as it's on their government's radar to pass in the coming weeks.